Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Okay, I don't think I've been this excited to share a recipe with you guys, and it's because it was my favorite food as a child and it still is today. Growing up, I would eat a box of mac and cheese every single day, and now as an adult, mac and cheese is still my favorite food, but I've just upgraded to a more bougie version. And whether you consider mac and cheese to be a side dish or main, it's absolutely delicious, so let's start making it. For the pasta, using elbow macaroni is standard for mac and cheese, but pasta comes in all shapes and sizes, and they're all just as good. For the pasta, we're gonna bring a large pot of salted water to a boil, and that brings us to another huge tip when making mac and cheese. Do not overcook your pasta. You wanna keep in mind that we're not only boiling the pasta, we're also gonna throw it in the oven to bake. That means it's really easy to overcook it and you'll end up with really mushy macaroni. To prevent this, cook your pasta about a minute or two shy of al dente. Now we're gonna start on our cheese sauce. So we're basically only gonna be using 3 cheeses. The first cheese we'll be using is sharp cheddar. Unless you're making a white cheddar mac and cheese, sharp cheddar is super important to give your mac and cheese that beautiful, vibrant yellow color. The second cheese we'll be using is Monterey Jack. It has a more neutral flavor and it melts beautifully to give a little stretch to the sauce. You can also substitute Monterey Jack with Kobe Jack and it'll be just as good. The third cheese is smoked Gouda, and that's my personal favorite. It has a very strong, unique taste that I think is essential in this recipe. A good replacement for smoked Gouda would be Gruyere because it also has that strong, bold taste as well. The first step to making the perfect mac and cheese is starting out with a roux. If you're not familiar with a roux, it's basically a thickener made of butter and flour, and it's very common in soups or white sauces like. Now here's another very important tip. You want to stream in your half and half very slowly. Do not add it in all at once or it's going to shock the roux and cause it to clump. Here's another huge tip when you're making mac and cheese with a roux. If you've ever had any issues with your cheese sauce turning out really grainy or clumpy, you might want to try warming up your milk or dairy of choice. Since your roux is going to be hot, when you add cold milk or half and half, which is what we're going to be using, it's going to cause it to clump up. So what I like to do to avoid that is just pop my half and half in the microwave for about 15 to 30 seconds just to get it warmed up a little bit. Now we're going to add a little bit of cream cheese. It adds a little bit of tanginess and makes the sauce super smooth and creamy. Now it's time to season our mac and cheese, and we definitely don't want to be shy. Now don't get me wrong, cheese is absolutely delicious. It adds so much flavor, but sometimes you just need a little bit of a kick. So for our spices, we're going to be using smoked paprika, garlic powder, dry mustard powder, black pepper, nutmeg, cayenne, and salt. You want to stir the sauce until it thickens up really nicely to coat the back of your spoon. You'll notice the sauce has thickened up a lot, so we're going to take it off the heat right now to add our cheese. Now you know how to make the perfect mac and cheese. It's super creamy on the inside and perfectly crispy on the outside. If you have any questions about this recipe, let me know down below in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss when I upload a new video. On that note, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!